here's what happened above 698. AT&T, Qualcomm, Verizon, so $8 billion, $16 billion. There's a lot of dough that they put in right there. So again, all that stuff is going to be unusable coming into next year. Right now, it's still working, so you can still be out there and have, hey, I don't have any problems. I'm operating up in above 698. I don't have any problems. Well, you are going to have problems coming into next year when the FCC says you got to get out of there because these companies bid so much money. And sooner or later, the signals are going to be so strong on these. I'm operating on 10 milliwatts. You're talking about hundreds of milliwatts or thousands of milliwatts are going to completely squash the signal. So all this stuff's going to be unusable. When do wireless mics need to stop operating in the 700 megahertz band? February 18, 2009, that came and went. So we really don't know. They obviously kept pushing it back. Initially it was going to be in February, now they just flipped the switch in June. It's sometime in the next year where the FCC is going to come and say, you got to get out of there. So this is, I couldn't find the slide for Los Angeles because the whole Shure company is at a trade show this week in Infocom. But this is similar to what it looks like in Los Angeles. All these blue spaces are unusable. They're all TV stations, radio astronomy there, public safety, protected. These are our white spaces, so this is what we have to operate with. So while there's problems and while it's gotten more difficult to operate our wireless microphone systems, you can see that there's still plenty of white spaces in here that if I can get 10 microphone channels in this one TV station, and I got something that's 60 megahertz wide, I can probably use 25 or 30 wireless microphones in there. It basically just comes down to you need to be more careful, you need to do your research, go on the Shure website and find out what city you're in. Very usable while I'm on that topic. You can go to the Shure website, click on wireless systems, and then say, I'm in Cypress, I'm using PGX and scan for 50 miles away from me. And it's going to tell you all the frequencies that you can and can't use, so all this stuff's going to come up and say, no good, no good, no good, you can fit 6 in there, no good, etc., etc. So, and obviously this is our problematic area. So, the problematic area, the good news that I'm here to tell you today, is the wireless trade-in program. So when you buy new Shure stuff, we will give you money for your old stuff. And it's nice and easy. All you have to do is come in and buy it from ProSound, Stage and Lighting. Brett Leon will be happy to sell you some stuff, I'm sure. He's here tonight, sales. And what you do is you get your new box, take the UPC code off your new box, take your old crap, put it in a box, fill out the form I'm about to show you, send it back to Shure, and they'll send you a check. That check's going to be anywhere from $40 to $1,000, all depending on what you buy. Doesn't matter what you send back, depends on what you buy. This system I'm using right now is about a $2,500 wireless system. Shure will pay you, if you have an old Shure system, even for $199, Shure will pay you $600 when you buy this system. For a dual system that has 2 channels, 2 receivers, and 2 microphones, that's getting up into the $4,500 range now. But you can send in a single channel piece of crap old Shure wireless that costs you $199, and Shure will send you a check for $1,000 for that one. So, very attractive. So it's a little bit long-winded, and I'll kind of rip through this and again answer any questions you guys have on wireless or wired microphones. But here's how it works. When returning, these are all the wireless systems I was telling you, UHF, UC, Microflex, PSM 700 and 400, the in-ear monitors. If you have something like that, and they'll say on your transmitter and your receiver, if it's between 698 and 806 megahertz, that qualifies towards buying new stuff. So say we have an old UC system that was like in the $600 range. You can trade that in towards the purchase of anything here, and you'll get this dollar amount. Hopefully I'm not standing in your way. Now this rebate form is on the Shure website, so you can go there and it'll say wireless rebate form. You can look at all this, but I could spend 2 hours on this, and I have with a bunch of my accounts explaining how it works because it's very long and convoluted. But at the end of the day, if you're buying this, you get this, no matter what you're trading in, if it's Shure stuff. If you're buying PGX, the low-end system, you get, actually that's wrong. It should be $40. This is, I got the wrong slide. It should be $40. So this is when you have Shure systems. All this dollar amount is when you purchase the item in this column. If you have a competitor's microphone system, wireless microphone system, you get this dollar amount. So The best case scenario is if you have an old Shure wireless system and you want to buy the top of the line one, you get $1,000. If you get somebody else's wireless system, you get $600. Fairly clear? Questions? Okay. I'll give you guys, I got a bunch of my cards so you guys can ask questions afterwards. Now this is on components, so say you just have a transmitter or just a receiver, or you have a system that has a dual receiver but you have a whole bunch of body packs. A lot of production companies use that type of thing. This is, all these components qualify from Shure, and again, if you want to buy just the UR1 body pack, or what I'm using right now is a UR2 transmitter, you can send any of these guys in and Shure will give you $200. This is for our stuff. If you buy this, you get this for sure. And if you buy this and you have a competitor's product, you get that. It got cut off, I should say $150 and $30 and $30. And that's the form. So when you buy the new stuff, cut off the UPC code. It's all describes what you got to do. Original date, sales receipt, blah, blah, blah. Fill all that stuff out, send it back to this address, and with about 10 days turnaround, they'll send you, Shure will send you a nice check. So, in summary, wireless microphones are still legal in TV channel 2 to 51. UHF wireless microphones will continue to have secondary licensor status, blah, 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 which means we can use them in certain areas. Wireless white space devices must protect wireless microphone operation. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but the thing I talked about BlackBerry devices that are operating in this range that I'm using right now, they're trying to work on something where when you turn your BlackBerry on, it's going to automatically go out and try to detect the signal and say, oh, John's using frequency 524. It'll go back and try to automatically change and pick up another signal. And that has failed miserably so far, but we're still working on it. That wireless white space device must pass vigorous FCC testing, blah, blah, blah. Testing will be open, Shure will actually participate, and 700 megahertz proceeding is still open. So there's the hyperlinks to go. Shure.com, white spaces, has all this information. Anything you want to read about this that I kind of glazed over, again, I can talk about this for 3 hours, but I won't, because we'll all fall asleep, including me. And that also has the forms for you to trade in the stuff that we just talked about. So you got wireless sitting around at your church or your buddy. You basically just look on your transmitter, on your receiver, and look where the frequency range on there. If anywhere between 698 to 806, you're basically sitting on some cash. You can trade in for anywhere between $40 and $1,000. And I think that is the end of my slideshow.